out of the house. I'm running really late because Muffin peed on herself this morning, and I had to clean her and all of this stuff, because what happens is she's on this medication that's a diuretic, and every hour and a half I'm running with timers, an hour and a half my timer tells me that I got to take her out, especially like right after she's taking the medication, like for the first 2 hours. So I was so busy packing this morning, I forgot to take her out, and she falls asleep and she just pees like on herself on the floor, and then I have to wash her and stuff like that. So it just kind of threw my day off, because then I have to clean the floor and just like all of that stuff. So anyway, so what I wanted to show you was I already planned my day, because I know how hectic my first day is, because I'm doing everything by myself. I don't have anybody that helps me. And I wanted to leave early, but I knew the weather was cold, and I was not going to leave till the weather warms up. But that's okay, because I did everything that I had to do. But I'm glad that I did what I did this time. Is I set my favorites, my Google list favorites, which is the little hearts. Okay, a few days before, when I was planning the route and everything, doing all of this stuff, I already marked in favorites in the red the first 2 places that I was going to go to on my first day, because I know how hectic and crazy it is when I get out of the house. The third place that I marked was the RV park that I have to go to the next day, because it's going to be early in the morning and I don't want any stress getting there. So that's my next day. So I'm on a course heading that way, so I'm not going to confuse anything, because it's up and then it's across. So that made my day so much easier, because I didn't have to input it into the GPS. A lot of times, like, what the physical address that I might have, the GPS might not recognize that address, and then I have to go researching and doing all of this stuff. So that gets really frustrating at times. But the other thing that I did because of that, I also entered into my GPS those 3 addresses to make sure that I wasn't going to have to go searching. So I did that ahead of time, which is something I've never done in the past. But, live and learn. I've been doing this for a lot of years now. So I've learned, especially now that I'm by myself, that I really have to if I take those extra steps before my trip, I don't get there frustrated. It doesn't like start off my day frustrated. I could have been frustrated when Muffin peed, and then I'm okay with it, So she's over here laying down beside me right now. So it's a beautiful autumn day. I'm super excited to go camping. I haven't been on a trip in months, and I have this incredible appetite to go out west. It's just like it calls to me for some reason. I don't know, it's the beautiful skies, and there's an energy out west that you don't have here in the East Coast during this time of the year. I wish you understood it. I don't know if that energy is there now. It could be a negative energy, I don't know, but I know that the energy that was there, and I'm not talking about the RTR, I'm talking about in general, the places that you go to. There's this incredible like camaraderie type of energy out west for our different RVers and campers, and it feels really good. It's almost like the weather just getting cold like this, like it is today. It just reminds me of that, and it just makes me want to go. But I'll tell you, this morning I drove 6 miles to the gas station from my house, and I filled up $88. It cost me. A year ago I would have paid half of that. I would have paid $44. Had it been $44, I would have definitely considered going out west this year. Taking a trip out west. It would have been super fun. But man, the cost is now double what it is, and that hurts, especially when they're suppressing channels and things like that. I mean, what are you gonna do? Their motto is you will own nothing and like it, and the year is 2030 for that. Well, think about all the things that we're gonna go through in the next 5 years to get to that point. If you have a house, if you have a car, if you like to travel, that everybody is gonna own nothing. You're a Christian. I mean, all of this stuff. If you're gonna Christian, you're gonna be one of the first one that's gonna start losing everything. I mean, just think about it. Even businesses are going to go out. They're not going to give you good service, because they're all going to be frustrated that, it's just not the same world that we lived in. We lived in a world of positivity, of growth, of inspiration, of hope for everybody, no matter what color or race or anything that you you were. And now we live in this world where we just feel like we're just being stomped like ants, and we can't look forward to anything. Like for me, I invest in real estate and property. I can't do that right now. The properties are so high, the prices. I'm just not going to get involved in something like that right now. It's just scary. The banking is scary. It's just a lot of things that I don't want to get involved in something like that. So I'm really being cautious with my finances, really not spending a lot. And that's why you see me doing little trips like this, because, you know, I need to get out of the house too. I'm always working. And if I'm working, and then I'm getting suppressed and my stuff doesn't get out, you know, what am I going to do? So I'm looking forward to the new format coming out next year. This is what they're saying. So we will see if that's true. The new format is coming out, I think, in January of next year. So I will definitely put on that platform if I hear that it's good. I do have a Rumble account, but I have not done anything on it. And that's something that I'm really considering. I mean, I don't plan on leaving here, but I do plan on starting to build something over there. It's kind of like do that as well, you know, because there's a lot of people that are leaving this platform because they just don't like the fact that what they do, so they just left and they're looking for content in other places. So I might just be doing that in the future. So anyway, I'm on my trip. I'm traveling and I'm nice and organized. I love that. That was a big plus. So I'm going to review all of these things with you, of the things that really helped me a lot, considering all the things that I've been through in the past, and frustrating. I mean, I get frustrated sometimes with myself. And I remember those things like this, like, you know, dealing with my GPS. I had to deal this morning with my tires were really, really low. I'm surprised how low my tires were. A good 10 psi below what it should be. So I'm glad that I checked it and I filled them up this morning. But it took me a long time with the little compressor that I have to get them up there. And then another thing that also delayed me was Muffin's medication. I had to give her, it was 12 o'clock and medication time, and I have to stop what I'm doing to give her medication. And then, you know, after her medication, right after that, you know, like maybe 40 minutes to an hour later, she has to pee a lot. So I went to the gas station and, you know, I just took my time there. I washed my windshield, the wipers, and I took her out. I was like, you know what, I don't want stress. I'm just gonna get the thing, because I hate being on the road and then saying, oh, I should have done this, now I can't stop here, or this is not a good place to stop, or whatever. So I'm just like learning, and really I'm enjoying the putting to practice now the wisdom that I've accumulated over the years in my travels, alone and with other people. So we will see what happens, because I'm gonna be traveling with other girls. So hopefully it will be a good thing. I'm on my way to William Bertrand. It's like a scenic road through the Ocala forest. It's really nice. I feel so less pressure driving through here than I did. I mean, although a lot of this is country roads, but this is so much nicer because we're actually going right through the forest. And I just love it. I just love it. I'm going to show you what I did. If you go to the favorites, which is the hearts, I tap on it and you're gonna see that I have marked here my first stop, which is gonna be that Walmart in Palatka, spending the night there, and then I'm going to the park the next day. So I'm basically just going from there to there on the next day. And that's what helped me on this trip be very organized, because I knew exactly where I was going, and then I'll take those off when I keep moving on my route. Hey, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.